Hey, honey badgers. I'm going to focus in on this little guy for a second because he actually was supposed to go in my last Temu haul. I was cleaning up around my desk, and because he's a little bitty guy, he actually escaped my notice. So yeah, this was a Temu find. This haul is going to be just a little haul. There's only two canvases of a couple things I found from Amazon. But I thought I would pop him into the front of this so that I can go ahead and file him back in my to-do pile. Or I was thinking actually what I might do, since I've already got him in this haul and he's only like a 15 by 15, what I may do is try to go ahead and do him later, because I'm about to finish a canvas I'm working on. I'm just filling in the background and then that one will be done. So I might squeeze him in between my other projects and just knock him out real quick so you can see what the finish looks like. But anyway, yeah, Temu find. The canvas is listed as a 20 by 20, but this is one of those ones I think it's technically drill field 15 by 15. He comes with an inventory sheet where you'll get the DMC codes. I've been using this as I taped it together and I made sort of a sleeve for the drill pack so that I know, because I had him on my immediate to-do pile, so I have a little pile of drill bags on my side desk so that I know which goes with which. And then a whole other bin of drills that are like when I get to them. So yeah, those of you that don't like the little sugar packet style, sorry, that's what these come in. But like I said, he's only 15 by 15, so you're not working with that many drills. Anytime I have seen this guy, not only on Temu, but pretty much any site I see him listed on, he sells out crazy fast. And I'm guessing just because he's so damn cute. So if you see this one, if you like it, if they have it in stock, I would recommend grabbing it wherever you see it. If Temu still has it listed, it'll be linked down below in the information box. So yeah, I recommend if you find him, grab him, because I don't know why, but this guy, stores have a hard time keeping this little one in stock, this particular one. But if you do see this one and you're curious about the colors, he's pretty much just different shades of blue. As far as I can tell, yeah, there's no 310 in this. There's just a bunch of different shades of blue. Let's see if I can get the light glare off of it. There's a little bit of like minty green and some of that like icy white green tone that's gonna go like here in the middle of his face to sort of lighten it up from all the darker blues and stuff. And there's probably gonna be some that are gonna go in the background to sort of create shadow where he's standing. But that's pretty much your color palette, is just different shades of blue and then some muted greens, probably for shadowing. That dark one is a 939. That's a dark blue. And then you get this little pop of that orangey brown color, which is obviously going to go in his eyes. And then I think there's some 38. Is there some 30? No. I was thinking there was going to be some 3865, that white color. But surprisingly, it doesn't look like there is. It looks like it's all going to be that blue and icy green color. I'll have to see how that looks. I might add in a little bit of white just to, I don't know. I feel like you should probably have a little bit of white in there just to balance it out. Because, I mean, he looks like he's supposed to be a snow owl. And he looks pretty white in that image. So, I don't know. I'll probably play around with the colors a little bit once I open up this canvas and look at it. But yeah, thought I would show you that one real quick. As you can see, comes with the DMC codes. DMC is also on the packets. DMC is also on the inventory list. So yeah, it's actually not bad. I don't remember where I put the kit for it. I'm pretty sure it came with just a basic toolkit though. So there's that one. All right, the couple I got from Amazon. I meant to get this one for Mother's Day in mind, but it showed up a little bit late. These two showed up just today, day after Mother's Day, as it tends to go. But no biggie. It's still going to be a fun one to do. I know it looks a little bit pixelated on here, but let's see if I can show you the up-close image. Are you going to focus? I don't know if you can tell, but it's supposed to be a little bit on the cartoony side anyway. So I still think it'll be all right. I mean, like, you can make out their faces fine. It might just be like the print style that makes it look extra pixelated. But yeah, just a cute little bright, colorful tree scene of a mama sloth and her baby. Comes with basic toolkit. So bags, squishy, tray, all your basics. Your color palette is surprisingly a lot of greens and browns. So let's see. I can get up close here. I'm trying not to move the camera too much. Yeah, you get a little bit pops of red over here for where this butterfly, and I think it's like a mushroom or a flower or something over there. I forget. I think this up here is supposed to be like a tulip or something, and then you got red butterflies up there. There's a flower in, I think it's actually in the mom's hair, or she's holding it, I forget. But there's little bits of red flower over there. Sorry, bug was biting me or something. It's that season, guys. The skeeters get in here no matter what I do. Let's see, this again looks like it's maybe that icy white green color. 38.65 on this one. Yes, there's a little bit of 38.65. That's weird. What is that? Oh no, it's 30. Okay, for some reason I thought they had listed 38.65 twice, but it's actually 38.65 and 38.66. But yeah, you get that sort of clay color. I'm guessing that's going to be in the lighter parts of the fur. And then there's also a dark brown back there, dark green, some dark brown. I don't know, there's a little bit of 310 in here, but I think it's pretty much just going to be like the shadowing in there and then in the coat there, just to show difference between where the mom and the baby stop. But I'm pretty sure that's the only 310 in this, is that one little spot. So yeah, that's pretty much your color palette there. If you're wondering about the blue, it's that sort of aqua blue, and then I feel like there was, maybe it was in the other one. No, there's a little bit of that sort of denim blue that'll be back in there. So yeah, pretty fun, very green oriented color palette. As I showed, it does come with DMC, and this is a 40 by 30 since it's landscape. So yeah, I think when I got this, it was on a special for like $3.99. I don't know if it'll still be that, but I'll list it down below. Might be cheaper. I don't know. Okay, and then this one is one I had been sitting on and like had it in my cart for a while, and then just finally, I think the price went down by like $2 or $3, and I was like, all right, fine. For any of you that like sort of country western scenes, but maybe get sick of like just sunflowers and metal stars and all that kind of stuff, I thought this one was actually kind of fun and unique. Toolkit is slightly elevated in that, you know, it comes with the white tray and the bigger block of wax and the metal, I don't know if you can see it in there, bent tip tweezers and some bags. That's your toolkit. Get the glare off of it. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's a little cowboy little cowboy. That's a grown-ass man, Angie. Cowboy sitting by the mailbox with his shepherd dog and his horse, and the cowboy's got a letter he's reading, presumably from his lady friend, but who knows? Maybe from his ma out west or something. Well, he's probably out west. She's back in the city. I don't know. Make up your own story. But yeah, I kind of liked it because it also reminded me of the area I grew up in, where there was a lot of barbed wire fence and sunflowers growing up the fence. And like I mentioned in a different video, I grew up in a horse ranch community area. So yeah, I just thought it was really cute how the dog and the horse were both seemingly invested in what this letter had to say. I thought it was a nice twist on the usual country and western images. I have plenty of them. I have plenty of canvases that are just like boot images and hat images and horses and all that kind of stuff. But this one I thought was different enough that, you know, I liked it. I liked the feelings it evokes. But yeah, it's listed as a 50 by 40, but looking at the size, I think your drill field is actually closer to a 35 by 45. This doesn't look like a true 40 by 50, but still, like, the detailing is fine. As you can see, like, you can even make out where the barbed wire lines are. You can see the clouds fine. You can see the detail on the horse. Naturally, the one iffy part is how the faces are going to come out, because that's just typically always a little bit of an iffy part in diamond painting, is unless you go super big, there's always a little bit of a hold your breath moment when you start doing faces. And even when you do bigger ones, sometimes the detail is like, that could look better. But I think this one will be fine because, in this particular image, I don't think you need a lot of detail around the eyes. The only thing I'm worried about is like with him, I'm hoping like the eyes aren't going to be like the little tiny, just like demon dot eyes. I noticed with these, they look like the smaller version of the drill. I think, what is it, like I think the current ones are like 2.8 and the smaller ones are 2.5. I forget now. But yeah, I think these are the smaller ones, which I hope so, because when I was looking close at this drill field, oh my god, yeah, the little images are tiny, which is fine. Like my close-up eyesight is actually pretty decent. It's my distance vision that's crap. If you can get over the tininess, the drill field is actually pretty nicely printed. There's no guide circles. It's just an overlay printing. You do get DMC codes on the side there. Get your little reference image. So yeah, that was another one I got. See, I mean, you can even kind of make out the US mail on the box, so that's pretty good. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this one works up. I just thought I would mention it for people that are into the country themes, that maybe like to look for different or more interesting ones, because you don't necessarily want to do sunflowers all the time, although there are some in this one, but they're in the background. But yeah, I thought this one was nice. So yeah. Oh, I didn't talk about the color palette. I was about to just check on out here. Let's see, color palette, as you can see, a lot of blues and browns because it's a dusty western scene. There's a little bit of that kind of mustardy yellow, a little bit of lighter yellow. Obviously those are going to be for the sunflowers. You've got some pops of blue for the sky, and I'm guessing for his jeans and his shirt. There's a little bit of kind of chartreusey looking green. That's probably going to be in the leaf area around the flowers, I'm guessing. Let's see. You got some, is that? No, I thought that was maybe 154. You got some sort of that like maroony wine color. That's probably going to go in the horse somewhere. Some muted greens. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little mix of muted greens there. That'll be pretty. Some of that sort of, it's sort of that green-brown color, typically what I put in the army green family. I was trying to find, that looks like it's more brown for the horse. I'm trying to find, is there like a, my phone shut off on me, but I used it as an opportunity to pull these colors out because I was curious what was going to go in his neckerchief or bandana. I don't know, however western you want to take it. I was curious what colors were going in there, but I'm thinking, because for some reason I was thinking there was going to be like some pops of red in there, but all these look sort of in the rusty brown red family, so I'm kind of guessing they may have just graphed it to basically use the colors from the horse in his bandana. So that might be another area where I may just put like a little bit of different red in there just to pop it out a little bit more so it's not blending in so much with the horse. But there's a few other colors in here I thought I would show. There's some bright yellow, some of this like sort of, it's got green tones in it, but it's kind of almost like a khaki. So that's interesting. Yeah, there's a more of that bright sort of yellow green, a lot of browns, this sort of like milky latte color, some more muted colors. So yeah, it's a very like understated palette, but looking at these colors together, I think it's going to be really nice. So yeah, I'm thinking I might need to get to this one sooner rather than later. Sorry, my voice is starting to go. There's some of that nice blue that's going to go in the sky. Yeah, so that was my big Amazon order that came in today, those two canvases. But I thought somebody out there might find them fun and want to know about them because I know there are so many canvases out on the internet right now that, there's a lot that you could be curious about that you might miss because you don't know they're out there. All right, guys, here is the finished owl. Maybe not quite as much of the snowy owl as I was anticipating, but he's still super cute. I did tweak the colors a little bit. You can see this like that sort of like mid kind of icy looking green back there behind him. That was originally suggested for the wings up here, but I don't know, for some reason it looks a little bit darker actually drilled on the background than it did in the bag, and for some reason I was just thinking it looked a little bit bright and weird to be on his wing. So what I ended up doing was I had this sort of kind of, I don't know, like softer kind of almost cashmere pink type shade that I had in my spare drills, and I decided to use that on his wing area instead to give him just a slightly more realistic look, and I still used the blues in the background. I think if there was anything else, I think there was no actual 310 suggested for this, but I did put a little bit down in the feet and some on the nose just to create a little bit more shading. I think that might have been the big changes I made. For the most part, I worked with the colors they suggested. So he's not maybe necessarily a bright snow owl, but he's definitely a really cute winter owl. So yeah, this is what he looks like all done. He's got some decent sparkle to him. So there you go. That's what he looks like. So there you go. Those are the ones I found. If you're interested, I will link them down below. And that's all I got for today, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.